Hi everyone, it's John. What we're looking at here is an aerial view of my home here. This is where I live, 121 Linden Avenue. We first moved here, we rented this place, and we rented it from a person named Daniel. And then that's who my wife bought it from. She bought it from Daniel. We first moved here January 4th, 2019 is the day we started to move in here, where the little green one is. And I want to show you some numbers with this house and some things here that I find interesting because I never thought, that I would live here in Adams County. I was born and raised most of my life in York, Red Line, Dallastown, Hellam, and then spent a short period of time living in Mississippi near the Gulf Coast. But anyhow, I want to show you that on my street here, Linden Avenue. This is Commerce, and then here starts Linden at Commerce. So this is the first block of Linden, and then when we get done to the first block, you can see this box right here at the first block. And then when we go to the second block, even though my address is 100, it's the second block, but it's actually the first block inside Adams County. I think it starts right here with Garfield. Over this way is Adams County. Over here is York. So I'm in Adams County. And I showed you here, there's a block. And then you come over here, and there's what looks like a C. From this direction looking, but if you flipped it, it would look like a C. So I find that interesting that this is open and it's not closed like this one is. And then we go to the next block, and you can see the next block is closed. So this one is open. I find that interesting. I also find it interesting that when we moved here, the person that built this place, and I'll show you when he built it, his name's Daniel. That's who gave us the keys to this place. But I think I showed that there's 5 on this side, and then on this side it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this side, 5 on this side. And then ours has 5 steps to come up, and this side has 4 steps. It's weird. So, but anyhow, I just, want to show you these numbers that are connected to this house that my wife bought from Daniel. And it's interesting that the house beside us has been empty for 2 years now, which, I really appreciate it because, no neighbor is a good neighbor, right? But anyhow, I just find it interesting that house has been open for 2 years. But I thought these numbers connected to this house were pretty interesting, like 1,302 square feet. So I looked that up in Strong. But what I really thought was interesting is that, it says here this home last sold for $32,500 in April 2011. But that's when Daniel actually bought the land. He bought the land, and then he split it in two, built one home that is connected, but it's 2 homes. There's 2 different homes, but they're connected. And then the parcel number here, I think that's an interesting number, 08008, and then there's a dash, and then it's 0120, and then 3 dashes, and then 3 zeros. Up here it's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So I just think these are some really interesting numbers because I looked them up in the Strongs, like 2011 4792 1302. So I think numbers are cool. I think numbers can actually lead you and show you some things. I mean, there is a book of Numbers in the Bible, the 4th book, right? But I just find it interesting that, the block that I live on, it starts with a complete box right here. And then we go this way. Here's my house. And then this is open. It looks like a C. And then the next one here is closed. I just find that really, really interesting. And like I said, the numbers that are associated with this house. And the fact that Daniel's the one who built the house. He bought the land in April and had the house built. And I think it was actually, the house was done in in 2011. Yeah, it says here year built because he bought the land and built the house. Like, as soon as he got the land, he built it. And then we bought it. Well, my wife bought it. So, all right, everyone. Peace, love, joy, and kindness to y'all. Coming from the Keystone State, from Adams County, Pennsylvania.